We're now on part 5, also known as the last part of my 20th Century Fox VHS Collection 2020 edition, in which I'm going to show you the Fox Home Entertainment titles. I've got 4 clamshells and 13 slipcovers. Now, just so you know, that most of the VHS tapes I have for this video may not have weekend year codes on them. We're going to go ahead and get this started. And there's Gilbert. First tape I have is the 2004 VHS of Garfield the Movie. Charmin thumbs up, says Roger Ebert. It's already 5 o'clock. I'll rather feed Gilbert his dinner later. I got this VHS from Faith Farm. Fun, says the Washington Post. Clever, says People. It features the voice of Bill Murray as Garfield, and it's also starring Breckin Meyer and Jennifer Love Hewitt. And it's based on comic strips by Jim Davis. Rated PG for brief amount of language, and it's 80 minutes. Here's what it looks like for Garfield the Movie. No weekend year code. Next tape I have is the 2000 VHS of Home Alone. From John Hughes, a family comedy without the family. I got this VHS for my 17th birthday. When Kevin's family left for vacation, they forgot one minor detail: Kevin. Starring Macaulay Culkin, John Hughes from 101 Dalmatians, Catherine O'Hara, John Hurd, Joe Pesci, Daniel Stern, and John Candy from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Rated PG into 105 minutes. I'm going to replace this tape with the 1991 release. Here's what the tape looks like for Home Alone. No weekend year code. The reason why I'm replacing this tape with the 1991 release, because most VHS collectors have that copy, which has a Pepsi commercial with 3 black children in it. Next tape I have is the 2002 VHS of Ice Age, including all new anime short scratch Missing Adventure. I have this VHS since I was a kid. Absolutely hilarious. It's Bill Swecker, Chicago Sun-Times. 2 thumbs up. It's Ebert and Roper. The fun continues with an all new anime short scratch Missing Adventure. Rated PG for Mild Pearl, and it's 81 minutes. There are 5 Ice Age movies so far. Haven't seen the recent one. I haven't seen the recent one yet. Here's what a tape looks like for Ice Age. Print on the 39th week of 2003, even though it's a 2002 VHS, because look, they accidentally print the year 1999 on it, even but Ice Age was released in 2002. Ice Age was theatrically released in 2002. So yeah, it's what put on the 39th week of 2002. That's what I meant. They accidentally put the wrong year in. So I'm saying it's printing on the 39th week of 2002. Next tape I have is the 1997 VHS of Turbo Power Rangers movie, a high-spirited fantasy adventure. So Stanley Hunter, Hollywood Reporter. I've got this VHS off of eBay. Has lots of energy and a sensational villainous Divatox. This is Kevin Thomas, LA Times. As based on the TV show by Hasbro, and also the action figures too. Rated PG, and it's 85 minutes. Here's what the tape looks like for Turbo Power Rangers movie. Put on the 19th week of 1997. Next tape I have is a 1999 VHS of Brokedown Palace of Claire Danes, Kay Beckinsale, and Bill Pullman. They were young, fearless, and friends forever until a stranger came between them. Thrilling, says Boston Herald. Intense and gripping, says Oakland Tribune. Compelling, says People Magazine. It's based on a story by Adam Fields and David Arata. Rated PG-13, it's 100 minutes. Here's what the tape looks like for Brokedown Palace. There's a Blockbuster label. Printed on the second week of 2000, even though it's a 1999 VHS. Next tape I have is a 1998 VHS of Dr. Dolittle of Eddie Murphy. I got this VHS from, I think it's from Goodwill or something. The funniest movie of the year, says NBC TV. Widely entertaining, says Janet, how do you pronounce this? Gannett Newspapers. Featuring the voices of Chris Rock, John how do you pronounce it? Leguizamo, Norm MacDonald, Albert Brooks, Gary Snodling, and Ellen DeGeneres. He just had gas. Whoa, you're telling me. It's based upon the Dr. Dolittle stories by Hugh Lofting. It's rated PG-13. It's 85 minutes. Here's what the tape looks like for Dr. Dolittle. It's printed on the 39th week of 1998. Next tape I have is the 2001 VHS of Dr. Dolittle 2, the special edition with A. Murphy. A treat for the entire family. This is KTLA Morning News. I got this VHS I don't know when I got this VHS. I think it's from Goodwill. Funny from beginning to end, says the Associated Press. Includes music video and animating the animals featurette. I also have I'll talk about this as soon as I'm done showing you these tapes. and it's based upon the Dr. Dolittle stories by Hugh Lofting. Rated PG for language and include humor, and it's 87 minutes. Here's what it looks like for Dr. Dolittle 2. No Week in Your Code. I have these two Eddie Murphy Dr. Dolittle movies on DVD as well. Alright. And I also have Garfield the Movie and Home Alone on DVD as well too. I forgot to tell you that. And also Home Alone 2. Lost in New York that I forgot to tell you in the last two videos. So the first DVDs what I also have on DVD are Garfield Movie, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, and these two Eddie Murphy Dr. Dolittle movies. Now let's continue. And this is what I also have. I think this is what I also have on DVD. I'm not sure if I also have on DVD. It's a 1998 VHS of Home Alone 3. Better than the first two. Says Roger Ebert's Chicago Sun-Times. I got this DVD from Goodwill. Big Laughs, a real kid pleaser, says Joel Sequel, Good Morning America. Lots of fun for the entire family, says Kids News Network. Starring Alex D. Lenz. Rated PG is 102 minutes. Here's what it looks like for Home Alone 3. No Week in Your Code. Oops. Next tape I have is a 2002 VHS of High Crimes with Ashley Judd and Morgan Freeman. It's got that price sticker label from Hollywood. It's got the Hollywood Video price sticker label attached to it, so I can't read what's on the front. I got this VHS from Goodwill. Keeps you guessing to the end, says KJZZ-TV Salt Lake City. Morgan Freeman and Ashley Judd are sensational, says WFLD-TV. Moves like a bullet, says Seattle Post Intelligencer. Says Seattle Post Intelligencer. Rated PG-13 for violence, sexual content, and language is 115 minutes. Here's what a tape looks like for High Crimes, and the tape's white. It's got a Hollywood Video label, and it's still got No Week in Your Code. Next tape I have is a 2002 VHS of Joe Somebody with Tim Allen. Knockout fun for the whole family. I got this VHS from Goodwill. Whoops. Starring Tim Allen from Home Improvement, the Toy Story franchise, and the Santa Claus. And also starring Jim Belushi. Non-stop blast, says Wireless Magazine. Entertainment and heartwarming, says NBC TV. Rated PG for language, thematic elements, and some minor violence, and it's 98 minutes. Here's what the tape looks like for Joe Somebody. The tape's blue, and there's No Week in Your Code. Next tape I have is 2003 VHS of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen for the director of Blade, and also starring Sean Connery, A Mind-Blowing Adventure, says Sandy Newton at CBS TV. The epitome of action film. Cool. Actually, I can't read what's on that because it's got that scanning sticker label. I can't remove that. Thrill Minute, says Jeffrey Lyons, NBC TV. Eye-popping effects and amazing action, says Bill Regularly, Westwood 1. It's based upon the graphic novel by Alan Moore and Kevin O'Neill. Rated PG-13, and it's 110 minutes. Shit. Here's the table site for League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. No week in your code. And now the next tape I have is a 2002 VHS of Never Been Kissed with Drew Barrymore and David Arquette. A comedy of class, funny and big-hearted, says Roger Ebert's Chicago Sun-Times. Sorry, I got to itch my nose. I got this VHS from Goodwill. I Triumph, says the Boston Globe. Julius Brilliant, says New York Post. Delightfully fun, says Lethal Starter Entertainment Timeout. Rated PG-13 to 107 minutes. Here's what Tim looks like for Never Been Kissed. It might be the 1999 release, not 2002. Actually, it's the 2002 release because look at what the tape looks like. And there's no week in your code. Next tape I have. Well, there's Gilbert. He's falling asleep now. He's trying to fall asleep. And stay asleep. Next tape I have. He's waiting on me to feed him. I'll feed you as soon as I'm done with the video, Gilbert. And after I feed you, I'll upload the SD card to my computer. What's this next tape called? 2003 VHS of Phonebooth with Colin Farrell, Forrest Whitaker, and Kiefer Sutherland. A brilliant psychological thrust is Earl Dittman Wireless Magazines. I got this VHS from Goodwill. A diamond performance by Colin Farrell, says David Sheehan, KCBS TV. Also directed by Joel Schumacher, also directed Batman and Robin and A Time to Kill. It's a tightly made thrill, says Psychic Magazine. Also co-starring Katie Holmes. Rated R for pervasive language and some violence, and it's 81 minutes. Well, I guess I have to do it like this. Here's what a tape looks like for Phonebooth, and there's no week in your code. Next tape I have is a 2000 VHS of Quills with George A. Rush, Kate Winslet, Joaquin Phoenix, and Michael Caine. Wiggly, funny, and very sexy, says the New York Times. 3 Academy Award nominations, including Best Actor Jeffrey Rush. I've got this VHS from Bay Farm. It's got the Blockbuster video tag sticker thingy attached to it. Rated R for strong sexual content, including dialogue, violence, and language. It's 124 minutes. Here's what it looks like for Quills. Still no week in year code, but it has a Blockbuster label. Next tape I have is a 2001 VHS of Star Wars 6 Return of the Jedi. I got this VHS. I don't know when I got this VHS or where I got it from. I'm a Jedi like my father before me. Starring Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford. Also co-star David Prowse, Kenny Baker, Peter Mayhew, and Frank Oz. Rated PG to 136 minutes. Here's what the tape looks like for Star Wars 6 Return of the Jedi. Still no week in year code. Like I said earlier in this video, most of the VHS tapes I have for this video I'm doing may not have a week in year code. Next tape I have is the 1998 VHS of There's Something About Mary. A special edition contains outrageous, never before seen footage plus karaoke music video. I got this VHS from Goodwill. Outrageous as People magazine. Starring Ben Stiller, Cameron Diaz, and Matt Dillon. Rated R, and it is 119 minutes. Here's what it looks like for There's Something About Mary. It's got 2 week in year codes. The 43rd week of 1996 and the 27th week of 1999. It actually has a fake week in year code. The 43rd week of 1996, but it has a real week in year code, the 27th week of 1999. I go with the real week in year code, the 27th week of 1999, because let's see the release year of There's Something About Mary. There's Something About Mary was released in 1999, so it only has one real week in year code to this tape. Alright, and now for the last VHS tape I'm showing you for my 20th Century Fox VHS Collection 2020 edition. And it's the 2002 VHS of Worth the Hardest with Natalie Portman and Ashley Judd, excuse me. Heartwarming, touching, and funny. This is the Capital Times. I also have this movie on... Wait. I got this movie, like, from Goodwill or something. Ashley Judd continues to shine since Wireless Magazine. Also co-starring Stockard Channing and Joan Cusack. Brilliantly funny, deeply moving, beautifully acted as KNX CBS Radio. Based on the best-selling novel by Billy Letts. Rated PG-13, and it's 120 minutes. Here's what the tip looks like for where the heart is. Now we can hear code. And that's a wrap for my 20th Century Fox VHS Collection 2020 edition. Like I said before I started my movie collection videos for 2020, I'm taking a break from doing opening videos or VHS closing videos. So I'm all finished with my movie collection videos for 2020. But I'm still gonna do Disney Real Long Storybook episodes like once a month or something. So, you can also send me requests what VHS or DVD collection videos you want me to do next after my 20th Century Fox VHS Collection 2020 edition. Remember, one request at a time, please, and whoever sends that request first gets it. If you like the video, please be sure to share, subscribe, comment, and click that post notification bell. This video is now adjourned.